Okay guys, so what the plan is for this space is to have somebody rake out all of the wood chips out here onto the concrete for this entire space. I have cardboard in my car. We'll lay cardboard down once we level that out, being very careful not to mess up the plants that we have already planted in here. And then we'll put new wood chips on top of that because we have a huge pile of wood chips. This area right here, guys, we need to weed that grass out of there if we have an opportunity. Eggplant bed, something that we need to do is probably throw some more mulch down. So getting another big bushel of straw, make sure we weed it really well. There's a bunch of grass. Mulch that really well. There are baby plants in here, so just be very careful. They're not growing as fast as the other ones. Put heavy straw mulch even down around the melons that are over there. And if you see the arms of these melons, guys, coming out the wrong way, steer them back and tuck them underneath the string for the trellis. So once these arms start going this way, tell them to go back. Tell them to stay in their own playland over there. We just planted some more melons here, so if we can pay attention to watering, make sure we water around these little sprouts down here. We have honey rock melons. We only have one Benny Kodima watermelon. Obviously the leaf is different. This is a honey rock as well. Just make sure we kind of put some water on them if we come out. Keeping in mind that this is where we have stuff planted under the straw. This is a walkway. You guys, if you want to mulch this with straw, it'll keep the weed pressure down. So go ahead and bring out some more straw for these areas right here. This third bed's looking really well. We're leaving all the peas on the trellis. We're gonna let them dry out on the trellis so we can harvest the pea seeds from them so we can plant them later. These melons are looking great. Again, if you see their arms stretching out, push them towards the string so they can crawl up the string. Green beans finally have flowers on them. It's sporadic around here. We have 4 of these peppers. I just put them in the ground right there in their pots. So if somebody can just plug them into the ground right there, that would be great. Everything looks fabulous in this pepper bed and the okra bed. We have had a lot of rain in our tomato beds, so these beds are caving in. As you see, they're bowing with the weight of the rain and the heavy soil. So I literally just stabbed some of that rebar in there, but if we can get a couple people to come out here and maybe brace themselves on this end and push that up right and shove those rebars in and make those beds upright, that would be fantastic. This first row, which is row number 8 of tomatoes, I put the trellis on the south end of the bed so that we can harvest the tomatoes on the north end of the bed. So we're going to harvest from this side. So don't think that these tomatoes need to be popped out on that side of the bed. They're totally fine with being on this side of the bed. Kind of give us a little more space here. And then all the rest of the beds, the trellis is actually on the north side of the bed to grow that way. And that's what I did. Obviously, this bed is tipping over also. So I put some wooden stakes in here if we can get some help to kind of shove them back and get them upright so they don't fall apart. I put some more wood stakes in row number 10. This is row number 10. Down there, row number 10. This is row number 11. Not too bad. I mean, this one's standing pretty straight, but I did give some more stakes there to put right where I put the stakes in the ground. And then this bed here, it's not bowing too bad, but in the future we might have some issues, so I put some stakes over there. The squash is doing just fine. We did plug in some new